It's a huge thanks owed to you for the fact that we are still online. I mean, we have been subjected to the most extraordinary and aggressive censorship, I think, of anyone. You know, there's all this hoopla recently about InfoWars and Alex Jones being deplatformed, which is a big deal for lots of reasons that I've talked about elsewhere. But there's not as much talk about other people who have been deplatformed even before that. So we were deplatformed off of YouTube in, I think, March or April of this year. We were deplatformed off Google News, and we have been shadow banned in Google search results for years. We've been shadow banned on Facebook. That doesn't allow us to contact our 2.5 million fans, you know. We've been shadow banned on Twitter and everywhere. And you know what gets you shadow banned is telling the truth about vaccine science. If you say anything truthful about vaccines, like, oh my God, they're still using mercury in flu shots in America that are being injected into little children, if you say that, you will be shadow banned. I mean, the order goes out to all the tech giants, just ban this website, ban this person, shadow ban or delist or blacklist or deplatform, whatever. Anybody who talks about vaccines and says something truthful just gets banned. Not even to mention, you know, other topics like GMOs or attacking the fraud of the cancer industry or attacking the junk science of the pharmaceutical giants or exposing the deep state operatives and the globalism and, you know, on and on, all these topics. If you dare mention all these, then you're absolutely going to be banned. So the truth is that we have been not just banned, but like mega banned, super banned for a long period of time. And yet, somehow, you know, guess what? We are still active and online. We're still in business. And it's because of you. So this is actually a long way of saying thank you for your support, because without your support, we would not exist. And I know that, I mean, I hear from a lot of our fans and readers all the time, and I know that we're important in your life. I know that you come to naturalnews.com and you come to our websites and you know you're going to get good, honest, independent information. We are now the #1 publisher of natural medicine science in America in terms of the content that we put out, the number of articles. I mean, every day. Just go to herbs.com or go to, .news, herbs.news, or medicine.news, or health.news, or science.news. We cover space and astronomy at space.news. We cover so many amazing things. Robots.news, for example. Chemistry.news. We are the ones who are putting out, I think, the most information about natural medicine and natural remedies and herbal remedies, botanical medicine. We've got websites from remedies.news to cures.news and phytonutrients, and also nutrients.news and many others, hundreds of others. We're the #1 source out there now. And yet we're not like super well known by the masses. We're well known by those who are informed, but we're not well known by people who are, you know, just kind of not into being informed or healthy living or anything like that. And that's fine. That's a great position to be in. I actually think it's awesome. Very happy about where we are. And the amount of stories we're able to put out every day, the quality of the stories, the team that we're able to keep in place to research all the science journals and medical journals, complementary medicine, all that stuff. I mean, we're the ones writing about everything from the scientific basis for acupuncture to the new science behind the healing of ginger and garlic and green tea, anti-aging and longevity nutrients, all these things. We're writing about them, you know, every day. So I think we provide a very valuable service to the world, and that's why we continue to be, you know, in business, I think. We're not trying to be like a replacement for CNN. We're not trying to be the #1 news source in politics. You know, we're not trying to be, I don't know, CNN or the Washington Post or anything. We are a content publisher for the 5% of the most intelligent people, the most informed people, who are into sustainable living, natural health, preparedness, self-reliance, and they're also curious about the universe. They're curious about other planets, life on Mars. They're curious about artificial intelligence, drones, maybe even military technology inventions. You know, this is our market. People who are curious about the world, but also very much interested in their own survival and health and wellness. And unlike other sort of mainstream, dumbed down, watered down, processed junk food health publishers that are still finally discovering that, oh my God, omega-3s might be good for you. It's like they're just now figuring that out. And they're the ones still pushing canola oil. You know, the canola oil is so good for you. No. 20 years ago, that was mainstream, groupthink. Today, we know canola oil causes Alzheimer's. So, maybe you should get up to speed. But we're not dumbed down like those mainstream publishers. The magazines you see on the magazine rack, it's like 12 healthy recipes to lose half a pound of extra water weight this Thanksgiving. It's like, really? We're hardcore, like eat turmeric, increase your uptake of superfoods, stop eating poison, the artificial chemical sweeteners are killing you, stop it. A lot of these like mainstream health publications, they're sponsored by chemical sweetener companies, like, 15 amazing aspartame recipes to saturate your sweet tooth without giving yourself diabetes. But of course, then you give yourself cancer. It's insane, right? You've seen those publications, like watered down sort of health light information for the dumbed down masses who think they're healthy, but they're eating, fructose sweetened Oreo cookies that they think are somehow going to prevent diabetes. It's just insane. With partially hydrogenated, genetically modified soybean oil stuffing in the middle. They're hopeless at that point. But you are different. You and all of us who are in the well-informed category, we're a small part of the population, but we're very well informed. We know about food. We know about ingredients. We know cause and effect. We understand the propaganda that's out there. We understand the false science of food industry lobbyists and big pharma quack medicine pushers and the toxic, fraudulent cancer industry and how doctors are bribed. You know all that. And so you're able to make your own decisions, which means, in effect, you are immune to their propaganda. You have a whole new kind of immunity. You have propaganda immunity, which is the best kind to have. It's awesome. It's like, in effect, I am your anti-propaganda immune booster. Or at least I assist in that. I mean, it's you doing it. It's you. You're the one who's really well informed. I'm just helping. But I thank you for your support, because even though they've tried to censor us at every level, we continue to persist. And we know how to run operations with such efficiency and such low costs and such ability to scale up or down that we are able to survive like a total collapse. I know, it's incredible. If the economy collapsed, we could still stay in business and we could still do what we're doing. If our sales dropped to zero, we would probably have a difficult time. But even in a collapsing economy, we have solutions that people very much want. Especially in a collapse, we have many solutions that people will want, and we'll be providing them, clean food solutions, storable organics, for example, lots of things that can help save lives and help keep people prepared. And again, it comes back to you. It's because of your support that we exist. Because of you, purchasing products from the Health Rangers store, healthrangerstore.com. That's why we exist, because of you. We are not the cheapest option. We're not the least expensive source for many products. We are the cleanest source. We are the most heavily lab scrutinized source. We are the most honest source. We scrutinize our raw materials like nobody. There's nobody that even comes close. I don't know if I told you this story before, but one time we were sourcing a whey protein product from this whey protein manufacturer. And this manufacturer was like, here, just buy our whey protein. And we said, okay, we're going to require the following documentation. And by the way, that was just the beginning of it, because then we did our own lab tests on top of that. But the documentation requirements that we gave this guy were like, we have to have, the protein content for the label. We have to have bovine growth hormone testing. We have to have pesticide and herbicide testing, heavy metals testing, microbiology testing to make sure it's not contaminated with E. coli or salmonella or other yeast or mold. And we have to have, I don't remember what, country of origin proof. There's a bunch of stuff. And the dude flipped out. And he got kind of nasty with us, actually. And he was like, F you, everybody buys my protein. We don't have to jump through all these hoops for you. Go F you. Basically, this is what the guy told us. I've never really shared that story, but not going to say who they are either. But basically, when we scrutinize the products, the manufacturers get all angry with us. And I'm like rolling on the floor laughing and thinking, you know what? You people are a joke, because here we are the last defense for our customers. We're the only ones doing the testing, because you're clearly not doing the testing, because you've never heard of half these tests. And these are common sense tests. Why aren't you testing for microbiology? You're going to sell an E. coli contaminated milk protein to somebody and they get sick and die and sue you? I mean, that's so unethical. It's also a stupid business decision. Why aren't you testing? This is kind of my conversation with these people. And we have this kind of conversation with so many suppliers. Like, remember that time I did that story about the pumpkin seed protein supplier? Their pumpkin seed was like so heavily contaminated with E. coli, I think it was. Or was it? No, I think it was salmonella in that case. It was like off the charts microbiology. And we told them, we're not buying your stuff. It's been sitting in a warehouse for 9 months growing bacteria. And we told them, no, we reject it. We sent it back. And then they just sell it to somebody else, It's like, wow, you guys are really ethical. You just take the stuff that's so toxic that we reject it. We reject it. We're like, no, there's no way we're going to subject our customers to this stuff. And they just turn around and sell it to somebody else. So we're not the cheapest option, but we are the company that's not going to poison you with E. coli or salmonella or yeast or mold or heavy metals or all that crap. So there you go. As far as I'm concerned, I think that the prices we have at healthrangerstore.com are a tremendous value considering the amount of testing that we do, which is very, very expensive. We test our foods like nobody else. And we give you the cleanest products in the world. Cleaner than, it's more scrutinized than anybody that I know of. I've never heard of anybody doing the stuff that we do in terms of testing and having your own lab and investing in lab equipment and doing multiple rounds of analysis and rejecting raw materials and fighting with the food suppliers, just yelling at them on the phone. You know what? Sometimes, and getting cut off from them too, by the way. We will never sell you anything again. I'm like, good, your dirty. It's like, oh, well, you know what? Hey, like I said before, if the world runs out of clean ingredients and we can't find them anymore, we'll just stop selling everything. And we'll just say good luck, because we can't find any clean food anymore. But for now, we can still find some clean products, a few. We're usually out of stock on turmeric all the time, which is hard to find at low lead. And sometimes we can't find clean cacao due to the cadmium problem and so on. But hey, we find enough clean stuff to provide a lot of people with a lot of solutions. And we appreciate your support, and we're committed to this. And we're never going to be as big as Amazon, nor do we want to be. We don't want to sell the crap they sell. We sell high-quality, clean products. We publish high-quality, high IQ information for informed people. And this is a very specialized community that we've created here among very informed people like you. So, again, bottom line, I appreciate you and I appreciate your support. And I'm humbled by the opportunity to keep serving you with information and product solutions. And we will keep doing this for as long as we can, even though things are collapsing and the world is becoming contaminated and, crops are failing everywhere. But hey, we'll do the best we can. We're pretty adaptive, pretty resilient, committed, all these things. So we'll keep doing the best we can. Keep supporting us if you want us to exist, and we'll keep working for you. Thanks for your support.
Learn more at healthrangerreport.com.
Thank you for watching. If you want to support our mission, visit us at healthrangerstore.com for the world's largest selection of lab-verified superfood and nutritional products for healthy living. It's at healthrangerstore.com.